All right, good morning, guys. Oh, goodness. Sorry, that was a bad way to open the clip. Um, Loading up the car. You can see it's backwards for the first time ever because I winched it onto the trailer like that, because pushing it in any form or fashion would have been impossible. So I winched it backwards. It's a little awkward, but I mean, it's pretty 50-50. So 50% of the weight is like here, the other 50% is there, but it's not really a big issue. This setup doesn't really care. But we couldn't go back really any farther, but old trusty winch saves the day, because this thing would not have come on the trailer without it. Whew. But I guess, why are we on the trailer? We're on our way up to Induction Performance. It had a cam issue and you guys saw that, so we decided to just bring it in there, and then maybe they have some. I haven't even talked to them really. I just was talking to Victor and he said, hey, bring it in Monday. I don't know what to expect. Maybe they have a cam. We could slap a cam in there, put a new bucket on there, and call it a day. That's the hope. And drive it back home, or drive it back onto the trailer, bring it home, go test it this week, figure out our CO2 issue. It probably needs a new MAC valve, but hard to say. So that's where we're at. Let's get this thing up to Induction Performance. Also, look at how crazy this is. So my two-step is so rowdy that it's actually bending the titanium. Titanium is very thin, light metal, but that's crazy to see. Super cool. Quick word from our sponsors, guys. This video is sponsored by Upside. Drag racing is very hard on parts and the wallet, so when I can get some cash back for free and easy, I'll do that every single time. So Upside allows you to go to places you already shop, grab a receipt, you get the receipt, you scan it, and you get cash back. You get cash back on gas and diesel, grocery stores, and restaurants as well. You just open up the app, it shows you everything in your area that you can get cash back on, and then when you go there, you just scan your receipt, and in a couple days, you'll have the money sitting in your account. The money goes right into the Upside app's account. You can then either convert that to gift cards or convert it right to cash into your account. My plan is to just build up as much in there as possible, pull it all out, and go racing with that money. So basically, use racing to go racing. That's the goal. And you guys can get started now by downloading the free Upside app on the App Store. Use promo code BOGETTI and get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. Guys, this is a great offer. It's free money. You're already spending it. It doesn't cost you anything to get the app. So guys, go check out Upside. It's an awesome app, really easy to use. Thank you, Upside, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it. Now, my boy Skids for Kids. All right, so the car is staying at induction for a little bit. They're gonna take apart the top end. They're not pulling the motor or taking the cylinder head off. They're just gonna check the valves, check compression, check the springs, put different cams in it, do the timing, and then we should be good to go, hopefully. I think that's it. They're gonna go through it and figure it out, and I'm hoping for the best. So it's all off right there, we'll see. And all I found was the broken bucket, and I think we should be good as long as the spring's okay. Maybe they'll want to do different springs, but who knows. So that's it. The car's looking awesome in here. Badass booger. Honda guy. All right, what is going on, guys? So the Camaro is up at Induction Performance. They are checking over everything. Some of you guys were concerned and telling me I should do a leak down test. Compression test is really all you need on this kind of thing, because if compression shows that it's bad, the whole motor's coming out, cylinder head off, engine getting checked. So doing a leak down test really doesn't help me much, because it just shows me that the problem might be in the valves, but it could also be a bottom end issue. So it really doesn't help a great deal. I've done leak down tests before, and my engine builder kind of says don't bother. Compression test takes a few seconds and takes a few minutes, and it's just a better test and easier to tell that there's an issue, because any issue, the whole motor's coming out. So it's like, why even bother with one or the other? So that's where we're at, and the car should hopefully be checked, you know, it's Thanksgiving week, so the car will hopefully have some answers in the next few days. But aside from that, I have this vehicle, Chip, up on the lift. A lot of you guys love this car. I love this car, but I also hate this car, as you can tell from the title. After spending so much time doing sick week with this thing, you guys know I was in the car by myself on sick week, which I'm fine with that. Doesn't really bother me at all, but I grew to actually dislike this car, I realized. After spending that much time in it, I grew to dislike it a little bit. So I'm working and trying to rekindle my love for it, I guess you can say. After building it and driving it, I had so much fun with it, and now I just have to rebuild my love for the car. You guys know it's, for those of you guys that don't know, it's a LSA with Power Glide, a stock bottom end 5.3 out of a junkyard that we just did heads and cam on, didn't open the bottom end, didn't gap the rings, none of that. The rear end, I built it, reinforced it a little bit, just welded the tubes, put axles in it, put gear, and put a spool in it, put the UPR rear cover on, put the UPR anti-roll bar on. The suspension is just some single adjustable strange deals, UPR uppers, stock lowers, hooker exhaust, all kinds of good stuff. Definitely have a lot still I would like to do to it to make it better, but it's been a pretty good car all around. We had a little bit of issues on sick week, but realistically we probably could have made it through, but the transmission failed us, and unfortunately that is just how it is. But up front we have more UPR stuff, UPR arms, K-member, all kinds of good UPR things, UPR coilover conversion kit. We have Boost District, LSA front drive, Holley radiator. This thing has some really awesome parts on it, and as soon as the track opens back up, I'm going to take this thing out, see what we can do with it, because it's been so long since I've driven it down the track, nut and bolting it, and hopefully this thing can do some cool stuff. I want to give it some more power, so whether that be with E85 or nitrous, well, probably both, because E85 would probably be a good deal with the nitrous, but that's the plan. So give it some more power, try to figure out how to make this chassis work a little bit. The chassis worked really well, but it just doesn't have the power to kind of figure out what the issues are, I guess you'd say, because it doesn't really make over, you know, 600 horsepower. It's making like 500 or something like that, but 373 gearing in the back, 275 tires that are shot, but they work on this car, and that's about it. So trying to do some fluid changes, make sure that it's nut and bolted, make sure that everything's good to go, because we got some racing I'd like to do with this thing, test it, hopefully get it ready for sick week, because now if we can go, now we can run a faster class, because we have a cage now, we have a seat, we have harnesses, we have some safety, so hopefully we can go and do some good stuff. But I kind of am just re-jogging my memory here, and that's about it. So it's just a little short update video to get you guys going in between these next two things. I probably won't have a Friday video, unfortunately, because I'm going to spend some time with my family. I haven't seen them in a while, but yeah, so that's it, guys. We got this car, and oh, I wanted to talk about, I think the time to do some long form content is here. I've been dying to do some long form content. I want to do a podcast and sit down with people and talk about cars and life and EPA, racing, and all the stuff that we deal with in the car community. So I really think I'm going to try to start doing that probably after Christmas time, or probably after the holidays. Maybe we can get some long form content going. So let me know if you guys have anything you'd like to see, hear, talk about on some long form content. And what do you think? Should I do it on a different channel? Should I just do it on this channel? Should I do it on our second channel? What are you guys thinking? But I think the time is now to do some long form content, and I'm really pumped to do that, because I think there's a void in the automotive racing content podcast scene that we can fill, and I think it could be really fun. And I think we could get some really cool guests on. So maybe I'll build up a little corner content spot. We can get some people in here doing some talking with me, and you guys can listen on that deal. But that's pretty simple. So let me know what you guys think. But that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep it saucy. I'll see you next time.